here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Watch the screen. Right there, 54.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
As Sanders with a carry on 1st down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5. The Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown had 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. This is out quickly to the right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. That's how you drop the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
A 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 36.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. His throw incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Quick toss outright, and they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wilson gets rid of it quickly, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Sanders,
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Red line. A gain of a yard. Brings up.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Hines. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. .158 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They're trying for Reagor, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
They begin the drive with Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Carson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
1 yard
It
gain.
hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. In his first carry of the game, I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Hines. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the third quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick-6, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down now, it's Carson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Bro, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite.
Hey, you missed that one, bro. Should have went to Metcalf.
Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14. First down, Philadelphia.
They'll run with Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
At the 47-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. This is Carson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. Incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. By buying time to his left. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're going option play on 3rd down. They throw it out right complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson dancing to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he's into the clear. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So that is 2 pick-6s he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick-6s, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
To number 86. It's a gain of 20.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Philadelphia, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Seattle.